Hello, this is CS146. I'm Matthew Ventures. Today we're looking at assignment 8, which is marketing and shipping. So in this assignment, you've just looked at a bunch of great trailers and you've made a trailer of your own in addition to uploading your game. And now what we're going to do is take the uploaded game and take the trailer, combine them together into an advertisement campaign, which will essentially have people view the trailer you made, and hopefully they will then want to download your game. So in order to do that, you first need to upload your game to one of our shared storefronts. We have a shared Google Play store account, which is, of course, under our shared Gmail, stanfordstudentgames@gmail.com. And we also have a itch account if you want to do a PC game or Mac game or Linux game. And that is also from the email stanfordstudentgames@gmail.com. So here, for example, you can go to that itch account. You can see all the different games which different people have made over the years. And if you click on one, well, if you click on your game, you can get a link which you're then going to share so that people can go and download your game. The next thing that you're going to need in order to complete this is get a link to the trailer for your game. So everyone, as part of this class, is going to upload their trailer to our shared YouTube channel. And what you need to do is click on your video and just get the link to that trailer. We're going to need both of those things in just a moment. I am going to use two games which I created outside of this class. And I have an itch account with a link just the same. And I have a YouTube video link just the same, right? But you're going to have to use the ones from the shared account for this assignment. Okay, so once you have those things, our adventure is going to begin, as most adventures do, in Google Incognito. And go to the website ads.google.com. So there's a lot of places where you can create ads. Facebook ads is another popular one, but we're going to be using Google for our class and log in with our shared Gmail, stanfordstudentgames@gmail.com, with, of course, the shared password, which is in Piazza. Oh, excuse me. And you could also just ask us in class if you forgot the password. Okay, great. So this is our shared advertisement account, and you can actually see the different campaigns we have going. So the demo campaign I put together very quickly was not very successful. Okay, so this campaign, we could actually click this arrow to look at the campaigns, and we can look at Twisty Tetris O Matthew. And so if we look at that campaign, we can get an overview. We could see that there was about 500 impressions, which means it was showed about 500 times. And I'm not too sure what the difference between impression and view is, but you could look that up. And essentially, okay, so not every impression gets a view. I suppose that's what the view rate implies. But the result, actually, what we want to see, the big thing here, is our clicks. And this campaign got 0 clicks. Very bad, right? So despite showing it to, what was the views again? Despite showing it to 100 people, nobody wanted to click on my ad, so it wasn't great. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put together a campaign which hopefully is going to be a little more targeted and hopefully gets at least 1 click. That's our goal here. Your campaign, the goal is to get as many clicks as possible, right? So you can get them to your page and hopefully they'll download your game. If you're uploading to the Android store, you can actually check the installs, which is really useful. But for itch, we can only check whether or not they got to the page. So let's walk through now how to create a campaign. And again, I'll just use that test game, which I made for our example. So the first thing to do actually is go to all campaigns and go down to campaigns here. And we're just going to copy the example one I have by pushing load campaign settings and just copy the Twisty Tetris one. Okay, so that'll set our settings in this format. And this campaign is going to be the title of your game. If you're going to do multiple campaigns, then you could just add a number here. So I'm going to do number 2. Then do a dash, and then tell us your SUNET IDs. That's, of course, not the number, delineated by commas. And then down here, you're going to say the budget per day. So for budgeting for this assignment, we are very fortunate to have real money from different donors for this course, which we're going to be able to use to actually advertise our game, just like a real company. So we're really excited about that. But with that responsibility, or rather with that privilege comes a lot of responsibility. And we need to make sure that nobody goes over the amount of money we have. So I think $5 a day is a really good sort of place to start. And each year it's going to vary a little bit. But for this year, we have $25 per team to advertise with. So keep in mind that the budget you set per day is an estimate, okay? That's not exactly how much is going to be spent. So if I put $5, it might spend $6. You need to keep a close eye on it so that you don't go over budget, which would 100% not be okay for this class. So you do need to keep an eye on it. And then we could do a start and end date. So I didn't set an end date here, so we definitely want to put one. And I'm just going to run my campaign for 3 days. Okay. So we'll say it's going to run from when it's approved to until November 3rd, let's say. And now I can set all the other information I want to for this game, or for this ad. Okay, in this ad group, again, I'm just going to use Twisty Tetris. I'm going to use the same thing down here. Okay, and now I can choose who I want to target. So I'm going to target my game to females who are young and who are not parents. And I'm not going to address an income bracket. And then for my audiences, you can go into demographics, talk about what kind of interests they have. You could zoom into that. But one thing I want to do definitely is to specify the keyword. So my game's a lot like Tetris, so I want to add the Tetris keyword. And you could add different keywords here. There's a lot to go into. I'm not going to show it all. This is very brief, very cursory. You could also do topics as well. Okay, so maybe some sort of game, or if it's about beauty, maybe put beauty there. And then placements. This is really incredible. You can actually target where your ad's going to show. So if you know that this YouTuber PewDiePie is going to have viewers who you think are going to be a great fit for your game, you can actually target their channel for where to send your ads. Incredible level of detail here in marketing. But I'm not going to do that for my campaign. I don't have anyone in particular. And then you want to set your maximum CPV bid. So this is essentially the amount of cost per view. And Google's algorithms are super smart, so they do help you to kind of optimize this over time. But I think a good place to start might be something like 40 cents or something like that. Okay, and now here we are. It's time to integrate the video and the final URL you set up. So I'm going to grab that. Let me grab the video I created, put that in there. All right, I'm going to set it as an in-stream ad, which means it plays before the video with the little skip ad button. And then what do I need to do? Then what I need to do is set up the final URL. So that's where we're sending them. Great. So now I've got the video, I've got the final. Put that in there. Bang. And you could also upload an image for the banner. Tons of options there. And then we put in the ad name. So I'm going to, again, just use this same name here, Twisty Tetris. And we're done. So that should load. Yep, that looks good to me. So we're going to continue. Okay, and that's it. So the green dot here means it's live. And you can actually go to the overview here of all campaigns. So you can see that it's live right now, but it is actually pending. And hopefully I could show you that. Where does that go? Maybe overview, campaigns here. And when you want to end your campaign, make sure you do click from the drop-down menu, push pause, okay? So it's not spending any more money. Also, you need to keep in mind that cap on the amount of money we're spending. So you can see I did do $5 a day here for a day, but it went to $5.20, so I didn't keep a good eye on that. You need to make sure that it's okay if you go over $5 for $5 a day, but whatever the max is for your team, in this case it's $25 per team, you cannot go over that. So if you're at $23.50, you know, that might be a good place to cut it off. Great, so then you go into here, both of them are green, which means we just need to wait until it's processed. So right now it's under review. So that's all you need to do. And I thought it might be useful to actually walk you through a campaign which I did do. I actually put some time into for a game I created recently with my co-founder Scott. So this is a game where I invested about $100 to get a bunch of downloads, and it looks like we got 65,000 impressions with about 3,000 clicks. That's a click-through rate of about 4%. And the important part, the conversions, this resulted in about 200 downloads for our game for, about $70. So that was really great for us. And I think advertising has a lot of great potential, right? And the more time, there's so many different little knobs and settings you can twist here to get the perfect amount for, or the perfect settings, right, for your campaign. So definitely put some time into it and make sure, you're getting out of it what you put into it, essentially. But also keep in mind, hey, it's not just about advertising, right? That's not the final solution to getting lots of people to play your game. It's also about cultivating those organic installs, those people who just find it on itch or find it on the Play Store, which does do a better job of surfacing games. And there's a number of ways to do that, right? We talked about maybe having a leaderboard in your game, or a little feature that says you can take a screen capture and share it on Twitter, or invite your friends to play the game. All right, this is the classic Farmville strategy, right? You need an extra cow for your farm. Invite your friends. All of these strategies work in unison with advertisements to create an environment where people are going to be playing the games. The advertisement is not the sole solution, so to speak. So good luck in creating your campaigns. Hopefully you get a ton of downloads, and we're all going to see who wins the marketing competition. Looking forward to that. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to help you. Or we can direct you to one of our mentors who's a specialist in working on analytics and advertisements. Either way, hopefully tons of people play your game and they get to see the awesome work you created. Thank you.